Hello, and welcome to the Fear of a Blank Planet by Porcupine Tree review. It's the group's ninth studio album. It follows Dead Wing from 2005, and it precedes the 2009 album The Incident. The band at this point consisted of Steven Wilson on vocals, guitars, piano, keyboards, Richard Barbieri on keyboards and synthesizers, Colin Edwin on bass, and Gavin Harrison on drums. There's also guest musicians on this album, which I will get into on the tracks that they're on. I guess the one says John Weasley's on backing vocals. It doesn't tell me what track he is featured on, so I'm guessing he's on a couple, but I'm not sure entirely what ones those are. But there's 6 songs on this album. Let's get through them. Number 6, in my opinion, is track 4. Not Anesthetized. That's track 3. Track 4 is Sentimental. It's my least favorite song on the album. I still love this track a lot. It's very, very good, and it is perfect where it is on the album, right behind Anesthetized, right in front of Way Out of Here. It's just such a nice break from the intensity that Anesthetized is, and the emotional weight that song carries and the emotional weight that Way Out of Here carries, and it is such a perfect break from that. It's still heavy and emotionally. This album's very emotional. There's a lot to unpack emotionally with this one. But Sentimental, it talks about how you never want to be old, or you can't blame your parents anymore. I don't know. Let's look at the lyrics for a second. I don't want dependence. The chorus goes, sullen and bored the kids stay, and in this way they wish away each day. Stone in the mall the kids play, and in this way they wish away each day. This chorus comes back on the song Normal from the No Reoccurring EP, which is kind of like a follow-up release to this album. And that album also has the part that says, wish I was old and a little sentimental, which I think adds a lot to this track, but it's not on this album. But musically, the song is very melancholic. It's very peaceful. It's very serene. Like, it begins with this, like, pretty, like, piano, just steady eighth notes, and, like, as the sounds build around you, you just get more interested in what's going on, and it kind of puts you in this mood and in this atmosphere that this album does very well. There's a lot of great atmospheric moments, and this song is no short of them. And just the layering in the mix is something that shines on this song, and the vocal melodies are very good too. But yeah, it's a very beautiful song, and it's my least favorite on this album. The next song, my 5th favorite song on the album, is track 6, Sleep Together, which is a banger, I think. Is the drum pattern on it feels so simple, but Gavin Harrison is just like such a good drummer that like he makes it sound incredible. Like, it sounds kind of similar to something you would hear like Paul Rudd from AC/DC doing, which I'm not an AC/DC fan, but he plays a lot of basic stuff is what I'm saying. But Gavin Harrison makes it sound really interesting and groovy, which a lot of drummers don't. Like, I would say Paul Rudd doesn't really, but Gavin Harrison does, because he's incredible at the drums. And this song kicks off with this groovy like synthesizer beat, like wow, 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 wow. And then there's like there's so much. This album does such a good job of building. I think almost every single song just builds and builds, and it pays off. Like, it's the chorus in Sleep Together is so crushing when he's like, let's sleep together right now, and like the distorted guitars kick in, and then after that you have like a cello, and I think is there higher strings in there? I don't remember, but I know for a fact there's a cello, which has some really good texture. I love it when like those classical instruments, like what you would find in an orchestra, in music like this, like progressive rock, metal, rock just in general. I love seeing classical instruments or instruments that are usually in the classical setting played on stuff like this because you can add so many neat textures and elements, and the cello does a great job of that on this album or on this track. And yeah, I love that this is the closer. Like the way the song ends is just like a drum cadential idea. I don't know. It's a little bit of a drum fill, like, and it's over, and it just is done. Like Porcupine Tree has a lot of albums that the closing track is very, very depressing and very, very like soft. Like, you know, what's In Absentia's got Collapse Light into the Earth, like Light Bulb Sun's got Feel So Low. Stupid Dream has got Stop Swimming. That's a really depressing song. What's the one that closes Deadwing? I'm gonna have to look this one up. I hate to say it, but I can't remember the name of it. Is it Glass Arm Shattering or something? I can't remember. I gotta look it up. Shout out Spotify for this. Glass Arm Shattering, that is what it's called. That's a soft mellow song. Like they have a lot of those that end albums, and this one is not, and I love that because it works so well. There's so much angst and heaviness in this track, and it's great. I think it's a great way to close the album. The synthesizer beat is awesome. It's groovy. The drums are groovy. The vocals are fun. I don't know. It's a great song. I think. Let's go on to the next one, which I would probably say is track 1. My 4th favorite song on the album is the title track, Fear of a Blank Planet. Oh, I guess I should say Sleep Together is 7.5 minutes, Sentimental's 5.5 minutes. Fear of a Blank Planet is 7 minutes and 28 seconds. Another banger alert. This album does a great job of balancing like the really more intense instrumentally music with the softer stuff. And this is a great way to kick it off with this heavy. You kick it off with kind of like a typewriter clacking, and then like, and then the lyrics in this song are so good. This album, I talk about in my videos a lot how lyrics are not the forefront, but I think this album hit that medium where like the lyrics and the music coincide so perfectly that it just ascends the music to another level of excellence. And I think that's true. Like the instrumentation is incredible, and you could not have that. Or the lyrics are great, but the instrumentation is amazing, and they work well together. So it just adds to the experience. It isn't like the instrumentation's carrying the lyrics. No, the lyrics hold their own here. I mean, it's only excelled by Steven Wilson's delivery of the lyrics, which Steven Wilson isn't like a singer like a I don't know, like David Lee Roth. I don't know why he came to mind. I think it was on the Ozzy's Boneyard on Sirius XM. They were talking about him and how he's got like a 4-octave range or something, or maybe it was on FM radio. It was like, I forget what it's called, but I've heard this show a couple times where it's like Into the Songers or something, where they deep dive into a specific artist, and they may have dove into Van Halen or whatever, but like, or a Freddie Mercury, although I'm not a fan of Queen, but like the Freddie Mercury, Robert Plant, Mick Jagger kind of figure. Well, I mean, not necessarily Mick Jagger, but like definitely Robert Plant or like David Lee Roth, like this big figure. An Eddie Vedder or Elaine Staley, you could say, like, it was this huge presence vocally where it's just this overpowering voice that is just excellent for the music, and that does great for those bands. Maybe not Queen, because I don't like Queen, and that could be an own video. That's a side note, but I don't like Queen. But like Alice in Chains, for example, you got like Elaine Staley. His voice is so powerful, and that it sometimes overshadows the rest of the band. Steven Wilson isn't that kind of a singer. He fits right into the mix. His vocals do, and he's very good at writing music that serves his voice's strengths. And like he's not writing these virtuosic vocal parts. He's writing parts that fit within his tessitura and um work perfectly with the music. You see this all across the Porcupine Tree catalog. You see this across his solo albums. You see this across anything he's a part of. But yeah, that's a side note. Where were we? The title track. Lyrically, I want to talk about the lyrics in this one because the title track's lyrics are very interesting. Um, you got lyrics like TV, yeah, it's always on. The flicker on the screen, a movie actress screams, I'm basking in the shit flowing out of it. I'm stoned in the mall again, terminally bored. That's a good line, terminally bored. Shifting around the stores and shoplifting is getting so last year's thing. Xbox is a god to me. A finger on the switch, my mother is a bitch. My father gave up ever trying to talk to me. There's a lot there. We got addiction to screens, video games, and TV. Steven Wilson talks about TV a lot in his music. Go listen to a bunch of Porcupine Tree albums. You won't regret it. The music's incredible. But there's several songs where he's talking about TV, and I'm blanking on them at the moment, but I know there's a lot. And this is one of them. And you're talking about neglection from your parents, which is something that a troubled teenager, or that could lead to a teenager being troubled, which is a lot of what this album's about, is a troubled teenager dealing with issues like that, like the addiction to TV and the neglection from the parents and the whatnot, drug addictions. There's also another one. I'm through with pornography. The acting is lame. The acting is lame. The action is tame. Explicitly dull. Arousal annulled. Like these are just great lyrics. It makes you think. It's talking about things that are like. Oh, here's another. I guess I'll finish that thought. It's talking about things that like teenagers oftentimes will find a lot of enjoyment in and a lot of excitement in. Maybe not necessarily pornography, but to an extent. But a lot of like video games and hanging out with your parents and watching TV, going to the mall with your friends is like these things are parts of teenagers' lives that really help build them as people and make adolescence great. And what this song is doing is saying these things aren't good. They're boring. They're lame. The world is boring. It's a blank world. It's a blank planet, and that's what this character feels. One of my favorite is your mouth should be boarded up, talking all day with nothing to say. Your shallow proclamations all misinformation. Like lyrically, it's just great. The lines are great. Your shallow proclamations all misinformation. Like that's such a creative way to say like you just spew bullshit. Like that's what I do. I spew bullshit. My shallow proclamations are not always misinformation. I think when I speak about facts, I think they're usually true. I don't think I spread misinformation, but I spread bullshit. That's all I do is I just yap. But in school I don't concentrate and sex is kind of fun, but just another one of all the empty ways of using up a day. Like this is what I'm talking about, is like things that are part of life that this character is experiencing. They're supposed to bring a lot of joy and fulfillment. This character is not getting that, and he's afraid that the world is blank. And that's what this album is about. This first song tells you everything that the album's going to be about. It's great. But I love the chorus. The chorus is probably my favorite part lyrically. It's, how can I be sure I'm here? The pills that I've been taking confuse me. I need to know that someone sees that there's nothing left. I simply am not here. Like, it's like medication, pills is something that teenagers who are troubled will oftentimes use to try and help cope with their situation, and it's not working. It's not for this character, and I think it's brilliant lyrically. Musically, this song is also great. The guitar riffs are awesome. And then when the chorus hits, you get like Richard Barbieri sliding in there with the keys and like, how can I be sure I'm here? Pills that I've been taking confuse me, and the texture becomes the timbre becomes less like metal, more prog, and it's just like boom. It's just so good. The contrast is so incredibly done, and yeah, number 4 is crazy for this song. Like, I feel like any of these songs could be number 1, or at least number 2. And I think number 1's pretty solid up at number 1. But like, any of these songs could be number 1 or 2. I feel like, but yeah, I love that the song it kind of cools down. And then at the end, you got the really heavy riff, the like, oh, it's so good. And the way the song ends, it ends on like a softer note, and like it transitions nicely into track 2, My Ashes. Like, yeah, it's Fear of a Blank Planet's incredible. It's a really great 7.5 minutes of music. I'll move on to my third favorite now, though, which is My Ashes, coincidentally, the one after. And I was debating where to put these two songs, but I honestly think I like My Ashes more. And it's such as sentimental as to anesthetize, My Ashes is that for the first song. And I just, those opening notes with the synthesizer, ba-dum, bum, dum, dum, da-dum, bum. I love that part in the piano that's like da-dum, boom, and it's a perfect fourth with D and A. I think it's A4 and D5 maybe on the keyboard, but it's just it sounds so great, like the perfect fourth harmonic interval there. It's just amazing. And this song is really about neglection, a lot of it, and it's very powerful lyrically, and it's only accelerated. I've said this before, but like powerful lyrics, and I think with this album, like the powerful lyrics are made powerful because of the music, and they coincide and just make it better. Like, when you have really good lyrics and really good music, that's what happens. Is like I think you can make powerful, or you can make bad lyrics sound powerful with good music. I don't think the opposite is true. You can't make good lyrics sound good with bad music. So, yeah, and when they coexist and they're like both on that level, you get incredible music, and this is what that is. And My Ashes is just such a beautiful song. Like, it's it's like 5.5 minutes. 5:07, 5 minutes and 7 seconds, and it's just so gorgeous. The vocals are beautiful, the chorus is beautiful, the texture in the chorus, like, where you kind of just feel like you're floating around, and it's amazing. I love it. And yeah, I think number 3 is fair for this one. I think it's great. Yeah, I'll move on to my number 2, which is track 5. Oh, My Ashes is track 2 if you missed it, but track 5 is my second favorite, Way Out of Here. Yeah, this one hits me emotionally. Especially with the part, I'm trying to forget you, and I know that I will, in 1,000 years, or maybe a week. Yeah, it's Steven Wilson's delivery there just hits me. It hits me hard. Yeah, Way Out of Here is great. The chorus is great. Way out of here. instrumental. This is the one Robert Fripp worked on. He did soundscapes on it, and it's great. Like Robert Fripp from King Crimson. If check them out if you've never listened to King Crimson, they're incredible as well. But his work on this song is very good, and yeah, it's it just hits so emotionally. At the end, you got like heavy stuff with the guitars, and it's just oh, dude, Way Out of Here is so good. I don't know what else to say about it. Like the vocal delivery is incredible, the instrumentation's incredible, the everything's great about it. I'm trying to forget you, and I know that I will. Out on the train tracks, I dream of escape. But a song comes onto my iPod, and I realize it's getting late. I can't take the staring and the sympathy, and I don't like the questions. How do you feel? How's it going in school? Do you wanna talk about it? And then it's just so soft and somber, and then like the chorus kicks in, and it's like way out of here. Yeah, it's great. It's so good. I it really hits here for me. The vocal delivery especially is really what carries it, but their instrumentation is also great, and the lyrics are very good, and yeah, I love it. It's a great song. So I leave number one, Anesthetized. If you saw my video about top 10 songs over 10 minutes, this comes at no surprise, because Anesthetized is 17 minutes and 42 seconds long. Almost 18 minutes of this album, which is like 56 minutes long, goes to Anesthetize. And yeah, it's good. It's really good. There's three sections to the song. The first song, which is where Alex Lifeson's featured, he plays the guitar solo, which kind of transitions into the second section. But the first part, it kicks off like boom, and there's like a glockenspiel in there or something, and just this album just has so many great textures. Like the instrumentation fits the music so well. Like it builds the mood and the atmosphere that Steven Wilson is trying to make perfectly, like down to the last minute detail. Perfect. Like yeah, it's good. The first part's great. The second part's incredible. The third part's incredible. Like the second part, so many cool things happen. I love the part that's like in between the guitar solo and like that where like the verse comes in, that riff, that dum 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 dum, or and the part in between that there's like dum 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 dum, where you really see how good Steven Wilson is at mixing stuff in that part, because like you need to have that stereo, because it's like the way the guitars are interacting is great, having stereo for that. And yeah, yeah, I love the chorus in the second part. Only apathy from the pills in me. It's all in me, all in you. Only let me read it. I don't remember the second part. Only apathy from the pills in me. It's all in me, all in you. Electricity. It's all in me, all in you. On MTV. COD philosophy. Again, video games, drug addiction. The part is shuffling through this. What is it? The dust. Yeah. My head's in the clouds and I'm zoning out. I'm watching TV, but I find it hard to stay conscious. I'm totally bored, but I can't switch off. And then there's the part, what is it? We're lost in the mall, shuffling through the stores like zombies. What is the point? What can money buy? My hand's on a gun, and I find the range got to me. That's interesting. It brings up thinking about like what meaning there is in the world, and I think this character lacks or is struggling to find meaning in the world, and we can talk about all day what the meaning is. I don't know. There's a million different answers, but this character's struggling to find meaning, and it's reflected in the lyrics. It's reflected in the music, like the shuffling through the stores like zombies, while that riff like dum, ba-da-dum, boom, ba-da-da-da-dum, ba-da-dum, boom, sounds like you're shuffling. Like, yeah, that's it. That's what I want. And then you also got, there's so many just great riffs in this part. The do 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 bum ba bum do do bum ba ba da dum bum ba bum do bum do do. That's great. Da 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 da. That's great. The da 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 zona da 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 zona mana na 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 da 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 zona. I love that. You got the really heavy part, like, and then it leads to the third part, which this is where the emotional wave of the song kicks in. The boom 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 boom. Boom, 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 do, 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 boom, da, da, da. 1, 2, and then it gets to that part that's like, water so warm that day, I counted out the waves, I was counting out the waves, and I found shore. On the shoreline. I'll stop trying to sing it. I'm blanking on the melody. I could see you, but I couldn't hear you. You were holding your hat in the breeze, turning away from me. In this moment, you were stolen. There's black across the sun. That part, that verse is like, oh, and then the Mellotron kicks in right after it. Oh, dude, it's so good. And it's like, that moment is kind of like the emotional climax of the song for me, but of the album, really. I don't know, something about it. Just that atmosphere it creates is something special. Yeah, no, I really, really, really love that, and yeah, I don't know what else to say. I think you just need to listen to it. But yeah, that's the album, Fear of Blank Planet. 10 out of 10, perfect masterpiece. I think this album is perfection. It's one of the greatest albums of all time. One of the greatest concept albums of all time. Like, go listen to it. You won't regret it. There's so much good stuff on here. But yeah, thank you for watching. I apologize for not making a video for the past few weeks. I got busy with school and finals and whatnot. But now, I'm going to try and get back to putting out at least one video a week. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, let me know your ranking of the album. If you've never listened to this album, go listen to it. Yeah, let me know your thoughts. What's your favorite song? What's your least favorite song? Do you think this album sucks? Is Porcupine Tree a good band? Yeah, like and subscribe, all those good things. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.